Hi everyone, it's the EnglishSimmer here, and welcome back to one of my favorite types of videos to record and upload on this hell site. And that is, of course, a tier ranking video. I promise I'm gonna stop being a kit hate account at the end of this week. This is the last video that I'll probably be recording on kits until we get the next one, which is shaping up to be probably in about 2 weeks. I jest. Decor to the Max was obviously the last thing that we had in the quarterly release up until the end of March. Fingers crossed we'll get another one at the beginning of April. Honestly, I'm expecting 3 kits. So maybe it won't be that long until I talk about kits again. Maybe I just lied to you all, but I decided, as we are celebrating the year anniversary of having kits introduced into The Sims 4, and we all know how I feel about them on like a wider global scale, I actually wanted to do a tier ranking video of the 11 that we have so far. So we have my trusty tier maker right here with, of course, all of the ones I usually have. So we have Motherload at the top. That means absolutely incredible. Next up, we have Rosebud, still up to a very, very high standard. There's maybe a couple of things that I probably would have changed, but all around pretty decent. Crumple Bottom is pretty average, you know, there's good things, there's bad things. Sitting on the fence where I usually am. Then you have the Grim Reaper, so definitely not the strongest, but could be Tragic Clown. These are the ones that keep me up at night, and if I had bought them, I actually did buy some of these with my own money because the codes don't work all of the time, but these are the ones that truly keep me up at night thinking, why the heck do I have that installed in my game? Cast your mind back to March, early March 2021, when we got our first 3 kits. We got the fitness throwback kit, we got the country kitchen, and we got the one and only Bust the Dust. And when I say one and only, I mean one and only, because it was the only gameplay one that we have ever received. Starting off in Creator Sim, it makes sense in my mind, you know? The throwback fit kit, this has gone up a ranking for me. I think comparatively against all the other packs in The Sims 4, it would still be there. When comparing it to the other kits that we have, I'm gonna put it in Crumple Bottom. I was so against this kit when it was released. I was like, we don't need any more fitness stuff. I'm legit never ever gonna use this. I feel like we have so much fitness stuff. However, I've got more use out of it than I like to admit, to be completely honest. I've been doing a lot of townie makeovers recently, and a fair few of them use this. And I will say, kits have been extremely cohesive. It's the one thing I say about kits. I think it helps that they are so small, and therefore they can really like look at the assets across the board and be like, does this go with that? Does this fit the theme? Country Kitchen was actually my favorite when it was released. I will say this one's probably dropped down a peg or 2. It's been taken down, you know? I feel like we got Cottage Living and this one just got like punched out of the water. I just hit my nose. Don't say that. Don't make me aware of my hay fever right now. I'm just getting over a cold. I don't need hay fever on top. Thank you very much. However, she's still going into Rosebud. Just like her image, she is my golden child. I'm just not over the oven. I just really like it. Bust the Dust is going straight into Tragic Clown for me. I haven't turned this system back on literally since recording the Bust the Dust videos. I'm not a very like chore driven person in The Sims 4. I think the only time I would actually enjoy chores is if Parenthood got an update and you could like actually allow your kids and teens to help out with household chores. I absolutely detest laundry in the game, and I also don't like the dust system. It also was broken on release. I think a lot of those issues have been dealt with. Courtyard, Oasis. Oh, this one's difficult because I actually haven't used it that much, but that's because I'm not a builder. I think if I built And this is a really, really niche one. Like, this is very specific to like a certain type of build or a certain world in The Sims 4. And I really like it. I think the assets were like so well done. Again, the cohesiveness was there. And the fact that it added so much architecture into the game was really, really impressive for me. I think it's stunning. But I personally can't put it in Motherload just because I probably haven't used it as much as I thought I would have. But visually, it's stunning. Industrial loft kit. Oh, the build ones are so difficult. However, this one is mainly focused on buy mode. So I would say I've got use out of this one more than I have the Courtyard Oasis kit because I can actually like do interiors. This one, I know we had window gate and I know that the window didn't come in the pack. However, I'm gonna put this one into Motherload. There's some items that I kind of don't really like all that much. I don't particularly... Why can I not say particularly? Particularly? Is that, am I adding an extra sound in there? I don't particularly, it doesn't sound like a real word anymore. I don't really like the sofa or the seat. Fashion Street Kit is next. I think this one is visually stunning. I absolutely adore all of the colors, the patterns, the boldness of this kit. And I'm actually gonna put it in Rosebud. I thought I would actually, out of this one and Ancient Arrivals, I thought I was gonna use this one the most. However, I do know it is always there in my game. It's like one of those packs that is just like reliable. Ancient Arrivals is actually in Motherload, without a doubt. I never thought that that was gonna happen. When this came out, I was like, oh, I don't know if this is really like my style. I tend to go the more vibrant route with like my own fashion and the fashion that I usually put on Sims, but the staples, the stability, the absolute looks that you can get out of this kit are all impeccable. I think it's actually the highest standard of a kit that we've seen. Oh, I just love it. I just know that if I'm struggling, and this definitely might be the lack of like cold winter outfits that we have, but this kit just like fills a void that I didn't even know I had. This one like gets me right in my soul, like, ooh, I feel it in my womb lands. No. Blooming Rooms kit. Oh, this one's a toughie because we all know that I'm a lesbian and also a plant mum, and so this speaks to me on like a level, and like I feel as if we have like a mutual respect for one another. It's going into Crumple Bottom. Okay, don't get me wrong, I don't dislike it. I really, really don't. I know you were all expecting it to be higher, but the thing is, like, I feel as if we already have so many plants in The Sims 4, and I love the smaller plants in this one. I always think we need like smaller plant decorations. I absolutely love the detail. I love how they gave us like variegated leaves. Like if you're a plant nerd, ooh, just seeing like the pinks and the greens. Wait, hold on. Like, look at it. This rubber tree is my freaking baby. I love her. I adore her. She's beautiful. Ignore the browns on her leaves. You know, I was getting used to watering, and yeah, maybe I overwatered her a little bit when I got her. But look at the two like most recent leaves. Look at how big she is. She's voluptuous. And the variegated leaf representation in Blooming Room kits was amazing, impeccable, absolutely loved it. Never been done before in a video game. Is there a video game out there where you can just like grow your own plants? Because I need it. I'm not talking like Stardew Valley. We all know I've logged like 2,000 hours in that game, which I always get asked about that. I always get asked, Molly, do you play Stardew Valley? Molly, I think you'd really like Stardew Valley. Lads, I have a like 60-part Let's Play on my YouTube. If you've never seen it, it's a very, very fun series. But is there one where you can just like grow your own plants and like look after them in like a virtual garden? Because I'm down for that if there is. Let me know if a game like that exists. And if it doesn't, who's gonna make it with me, besties? Modern menswear. Honestly, I love what this kit was trying to do. I really do. I really respect it. I really appreciate it. I just think that there were other menswear mask-related items in The Sims 4. I will be the first person who goes into an expansion pack or a game pack that's just come out for The Sims 4. I'll hop into Create a Sim and I'll be like, lo and behold, masculine Sims don't get as many items and they're also not as good, and that doesn't really feel like there's a variety because it kind of just feels like a copy and paste of an item that we already have. And I would be the first one to be like, yes, give me some out there fashion for the masculine Sims. But this in particular just like wasn't what I was looking for, I guess, and that's like no shame to the designer that they worked on with this kit. I just am not drawn to a lot of these assets. So it's not going into Tragic Clown. I do feel like it would be in Tragic Clown for a lot of people. It's not for me. It's going in Grim Reaper. Carnival Street Kit. I think this one is also gonna go in Crumple Bottom. I do think the assets in this were stunning. I think visually the quality was amazing. I honestly will never forget the moment that I put that like sequin jeweled top onto one of my Sims and realized that the jewels were so 3D. I was like, what is this? I don't think I'm gonna get so much use out of it. I think the assets are really nice. It kind of feels like it's verging on formal wear rather than party wear for me, which sounds weird, but I just don't think I really use that fashion when I have party outfits in The Sims 4. And decor to the max. This might be an unpopular opinion. This might be a little bit controversial, if you will, but this one's actually going in my Rosebud. I am a huge fan of Maximalism. I absolutely love what they did with this kit. I know a lot of people have said like, oh, it's a strain on the eyes and like a lot of these pieces aren't gonna go together. That's what Maximalism is to me. Like, it's those clashes, it's those really bold prints matched with other bold prints, and it's ostentatious. But I just think a lot of the items were done really well again in this kit, and that's what I mean. I think the quality has improved over the year. I just don't fully agree with like the pricing and stuff of kits. So there we have it. There is my ranking of the Sims 4 kits. I'm gonna leave a link to this down below. If you want to rank the kits yourself, feel free to do so. I absolutely love when I do these videos and then you lot like tweet me your results at EnglishSimmer. Just tweet them to me over there. I really want to see how you would rank the kits. Maybe switch out like Tragic Clown to like kits I don't own if you don't have all of them, which again is like obviously one of the selling points of kits is that they are very pick and mix, and if you aren't really like connecting with the theme, then it's probably not going to be for you. But thank you all so much for tuning into this. Like I said, I'm gonna cool it on the kit hatred. I don't even think it's hatred. I know I get asked a lot, like, why do you do opinion videos so often? Do you get a kick out of being negative over The Sims 4? And it's not that. Like, I genuinely want to give my constructive criticism towards The Sims 4, and I feel like kits in general are a very good way of doing that because there's a lot about them that I personally don't agree with. But also, I make these videos and I do opinion pieces on the internet like quite often because I actually think it's a really nice like dedicated space for you lot to also like have your feedback and your criticism. I absolutely adore it when I like make a video like this and you lot will make me see it from like a different point of view or be like, oh, like I personally like this one for this reason, or I don't really agree with this argument because of this. I think that is so freaking cool. I absolutely adore it. I love just hanging out in the comment sections of these types of videos, and that's why I do these types of videos. And also, if I am ever asked for my opinion, I could just be like, hey, this is what I personally think, but also, here you go. Here's what the wider community and my personal community is saying about these things, which I also think is really fucking cool because you all have really good ideas and I couldn't come up with them all myself. Sorry, I just felt like I needed clarifying. It's been a while, what can I say? It's been a while since I did a tier ranking, and I did miss it. I love venting a little bit as well. You all know I like to have a good old chit chat with you all, especially about The Sims 4. Like, you lot are some of the only people in my life where I can just be like, hey, I'm gonna talk about The Sims 4 for 20 minutes, and hopefully people will listen. And I don't wanna bring that upon everyone in real life when they can't just like click X on a video if they don't like it. So I do it with you lot instead. Thanks for letting me unpack everything. No, but really, I appreciate you all so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know. Send your tier ranks over to me over on Twitter. Like I said, link will be down below if you want to rank the kits yourself. I appreciate you all so much, and I will speak to you all in my next one, which is hopefully, fingers crossed, that my wedding story's fixed. Come on, Sims team. I believe in you. I think it's gonna drop on Tuesday. I'm manifesting an update on Tuesday. Let's go.